there. Hi, everybody. Oh, now I don't have to type. I can just answer Chiquita. I'm like typing out the whole long answer. So the short answer is I did a lot of filming today because I have to catch up on Merry Mail and Happy Mail. So out of the ones I did, no, your package was not there, but I can check the remaining ones, but there aren't that many remaining because I did a ton of filming today. So I will check it for you. I don't remember seeing your name there. So let me check it and then I will get back to you. How are you? First of all, how are you? I know that Lauren sent me a birthday package that I have not received. I know that too. There's 2 pieces of missing mail, we know for sure. Yeah, see, that worries me because so did Lauren. And my husband was not good at filing mail. You know what? He did a really good job disinfecting and organizing it, but he put everything out of order. So, you're sore. Oh, you know what? You got a medical massage. They hurt as much as they help, right? Which is the problem. But they're good for you. So I'm hoping it's going to help your back. I just realized I should have shut the shutter today. But I have to check. Lawrence also is missing. I don't know what happened. Here we don't normally have missing mail, but what happened was our carriers had COVID. So we've had a lot of I don't know what you call them, like temporary workers, I guess. And they're not that used to delivering mail. So our mail's also not being regular. Like I didn't get any mail yesterday at all. So we're still having a shortage. I'm moving everything around just to make sure. And we'll see if we get just moving the table because I didn't think about this beforehand. There we go. Now everyone can see. Hi, everybody. Of course, I want to know. First of all, why did you need a back massage? That I want to know first. Hi, Tanya. I want to know why you needed a back massage. Are you okay? What happened to your back? I do want to know, though. Of course, I do. But I want to know about your back first. Oh, I'm sad too if it had a specific card. See, and I'm so inspired lately by everybody's cards that I bought for this corner. I bought like these really cute pink lights and a whole system to hang them. So my husband was helping me today a bit. Oh, that's really painful. Okay, yeah. The massage might help with that. Do you feel better? Hi, Lisa. Happy Sunday. Hi, Jean. So nice to see you all. I feel bad because some people find this time it's a little early for them, and it's just that it's the only time to include. Oh, and your shoulder. Shoot. Hi, Sue. The problem is that 5 is like the compromise time. Hi, everybody. Because the UK, it's like 5 hours ahead in most places, right? So for them, if I make it 6, it's 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, and you're in New Zealand, Tanya, right? So like that's why I set it at 5, because I did the math for Australia, New Zealand, the UK, like, and I tried to find a time. Yeah, of course you can't lift anything if you have a moved nerve. It's really serious. Like, and it's frustrating too. You can't die cut. You can't do like anything with your arm, you know? So are you guys exhausted from the holidays, or are you feeling like I was really tired, but now I'm feeling much better and rejuvenated? Yeah, it's 11 a.m. where you are. It's the same thing. My friends at work usually, like Alice, but she sometimes comes on because she can do it in the part of her workday. Oh no, really? Oh, I so hope it turns up. I would love to see that. It's like on my crafty list. Yeah, you're running around listening. You understand about the time. And Jean, what are you working on? Tell us. I'm stamping because like I have a bunch. Are you guys doing meet me with the die cuts? And my partner and I have a lot of things in common this time. And she loves stamped images and handmade ephemera. So like I've been stamping up a storm for her. And I have to do it in sections. Lisa, how do you feel? Oh, you're making masks? Okay, of course you are. Everyone loves your masks, Lisa. Do you know how many people sent me a message over the holidays? Well, TC sent me a message, Bertha, so many people about your masks. What creating with love? What are you making? Oh, you're doing a Valentine. Oh, and Kayla's pocket letter. Yeah. Hello, Heather. Hello, girlfriend. Okay, so Heather, want to hear a crazy thing? Did Susan come in too? There's Tootsie. I was just saying, my die cut partner and I have a lot of things in common, Susan. Did you know that? When you paired us? Hi, Erica. So good to see you. Elvia. I don't know if you knew that when you paired us, but we have a ton of things in common. So I was just saying to everybody, I've been stamping up a storm for her because she also loves like digitals and handmade stamps. We have a lot of that stuff in common. So mine are, hi Brian. So okay. And that's the next thing, Lisa. It's a lot. It's a lot to manage. Hi, Michelle. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Michelle, I was thinking about you when Misty did the Lindy Stamp Gang video because I was like wondering if you've tried Lindy's yet. I was thinking about that while working on an ATC for you, actually. Yeah, everyone, it's nice to catch up. I was just asking everyone, are you tired now or have you recovered? Like, I feel like I've now recovered from everything. Hi, Monty. Hi. I'm now recovered. So like I feel like now I'm back to normal, but it was a lot. It was a lot. So I was asking everybody how they're doing, like if they feel good. Like Lisa was saying she just had 12 days off, and so that's been nice. Elsa, hello. How are you doing, Elsa? It's nice for everyone to be able to catch up. I think this is what's so nice. We can catch up. Anyway, Susan put me all with like a partner. We have all this in common. So I have been so she's gonna get as many stamps, I think, as high live as die cut. So I've been stamping a lot. My 15 minutes a day thing has been all about stamping. Okay. Did you manage this New Year's? What was New Year's like for you? Oh no. Are you kidding, Michelle? That's really a rough start. Whew. How's your dad doing? I know that's a hard thing to ask only a couple of days after, so I figure it might be hard for you to answer that. No, Heather, no. It's this new version, y'all. Hi, Lorraine. So good to see you. You walk 3 miles? You're like the people here that walk every night for like that. They would do the whole loop. That's 3 miles. Okay, the surgery was successful. Lauren, I was just talking about you. Hi, Lauren. Happy New Year. Ooh. Okay, so I would be freaking out, Heather, too, but I want to remind you of something. You're a very careful person. Okay. And I'm going to also remind you that Marcy and Carrie were in the house with their family, and the rest of the family did not contract COVID. So I want to remind you of that. Whoa. Okay, Lorraine, you're my hero. But the doctors are on me about going back to walking like at least a mile a day, at least a mile a day. Um, oh, Heather, but that's not going to make you feel better. But I want to remind you of that because one, you are a super careful person. Two, I want to say to you that just remember that not everybody gets it. Michelle, they won't know for a while, right? That's like it's part of that thing with having a stroke is that it can be a while before you know. So it's going to be hard on you. Hello, Miss Aguilar. Of course it did, Heather. For both you and Michelle, of course. It's like that's how did your mom take it, Heather? Hi, Lise. I just uploaded your beautiful cards, by the way. I did a lot of videoing today and I uploaded your gorgeous cards today, Miss Gaines. They were beautiful. I loved your inked one. Well, this is why we catch up because we get, we can talk about it. Oh no, Lorraine, see? How old is your youngest, Lorraine? I'm telling you, y'all. Okay. Oh, Heather. It is not an easy time, guys. You know, hi, Misty. It's not, this is not an easy time. And, what they're calling the UK, by the way, the UK virus. Hi, Chris. That scares me. That scares me, Chris. That so scares me. Um, they're calling it, the UK thing because that's because they studied the genome. But this new iteration of COVID, when I went to get my vaccination and they did all that education with me, this new thing is 70% more contagious. 70%, y'all. We have to be super, super careful. Super careful. Uh, I'm just praying for everybody. Yeah, but Michelle, you know what? They have it here, and they have people here that they've tested, and they have no UK connection at all. Hi, Mandalee. Um, I just want to say, like, that's the thing, right? Like, so we just have to, and that now I know it's Dahlia. We have to remember that. We have to remember that, and just to, I'm just sorry for everybody because it's so stressful, and it's hard because everyone's trying to be as responsible as they can be, and it's imperfect. No matter what we do, y'all. It's Heather. I want to say that to you, and I want to say this to you, Lorraine. Even if we take every precaution, right? Y'all would make fun of me if you saw my PPE station. I swear to you. Right? You're right, Michelle. That's it. Because I'm going to tell you something. I have like a PPE station at our front door, and I'm so strict. And I'm going to tell you something. There's no guarantee. I do all that, and they were telling me when I went for my thing, it doesn't guarantee anything. So we just have to do the best we can. And I think finding a way to enjoy every day the best we can and each other and making. I love Misty, I love your 15-minute thing because I think it was so useful a lesson, right? Like if everybody can do 15 minutes a day, it's amazing and it will give them joy and inspiration. Plus, you get a ton done if you do 15 minutes a day. Um, you really do. In a week, what you can get done. I loved your thing today, Susan, because you showed like, okay, yesterday I did the flowers. Today I'm doing the inking of them. That's going to help people understand that if they just spend 15 minutes a day at their craft desk, or the kitchen table, that's going to be enough to get creative juices going, you know? Pat is doing better every day, y'all. She is a tough lady and she's doing really well. She's a toughie. She's a toughie. Lisa, thank you. Yeah, baby steps add up. You know what, Missy? I was feeling this week, guys, like I needed that old theory about like how to eat an elephant one bite at a time. So this week I was looking at the mail going, how am I going to film everything and finish everything for work and do all of my usual things and report in for now the vaccination and all these other things. And I just did one bite at a time. And you know what? I'm almost fully caught up on videos for the mail. One thing at a time. And 15 minutes a day adds up really fast. You know? Oh, I wish I did too. Oh, I really thank you so much. Thank you. Please travel safely. Safely, safely, safely. That's all we want for everybody. Yeah, you were very relieved too. And inspired. And inspired, you know? Uh I I just did a bunch of filming and I filmed something from you. So I'm not sure if that was if that's what if it was your birthday entry, but I did just film something from you. I'm almost caught up. By Friday, I'll be caught up. Uh, I'm glad your mom is safe from the virus, Brian. I'm sad about this. It's right. It's huge and never ending, right, Misty? That's the thing. That's what can happen. Um, oh, Brian, are you scared, Brian? Hi, Sandra. I was watching videos today, like, hi, Linda. I couldn't, right. Of course they wiped you out, Lorraine. Oh my goodness, those were epic. Lorraine, those were epic. Those were so beautiful. Those were so beautiful. Um, I don't think you have to be a fan of that type of thing to have said, oh my goodness, those were gorgeous. Sue's home now, so now she can relax while watching because the five is harder on her. But it's hard on the UK to do it any later. So we're trying to meet in the middle. Uh, what you end up doing, Misty, for the community is amazing. Sometimes I think, Misty, it would be great if you talk more about all this stuff you do, because I feel like other people don't always understand what you do. That's just my personal opinion. I know I want to hear more about it, but I guess it's up to you if you feel comfortable or not. But I always want to hear more about it, you know? Well, Brian, that makes sense. I look, it is a scary thing. And again, what is that wonderful phrase about we can only worry about what we can control? So only thing we can control is wearing a mask and washing our hands. That we can control, right? So I want you to wear a mask and wash your hands because that's the thing you can do for yourself. And beyond that, Michelle's right. What Crafty Michelle says is true. We can't spend our whole time worrying about this because it's been a year of this already, right? A year of it. And so we need to find a way to also live our lives this way. It's really important. Right. It's true, Michelle. And you know what? They don't fully understand that. And that could be viral load. It can be so many different factors. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping, Heather, your family, the Mickey's family, that their viral load is really low because then it's not as contagious. I I know, Heather. I know. I know you've been more as careful as we are in our house with me, and I know that. That's why I said you've been so careful. So I have a feeling, yeah, hand sanitize a lot, wash your hands look, my hands hate all the hand washing because of my illness, but I just wash the heck out of my hands all the time, all the time. Well, here's a crazy thing, Brian. Here's a crazy thing that most people don't like to talk about with COVID because they don't want to promote it. But smokers actually they don't sometimes get it as badly because there's like a nicotine coat. So I'm hoping that's true for your family. Yeah, you know what? I get the cabin fever thing, Lisa. Oh my God, like I totally get the cabin. Yeah, don't forget moisturizer. It's true, but no amount of moisturizer, let's be honest, is going to really help for the amount of hand washing we're doing. I think you need to have like I don't know, sanitizing liquid gloves on or something. But it is what it is. It's a small price to pay for safety. So um, it's hard, right? Well, that's what it is, Michelle. That's okay. So when I went for the vaccine information, they told me a lot more about COVID. They're from our special COVID team, and they were explaining stuff to me that we didn't know before. Like the masks do protect you, but they're really more for other people. If you want the mask to protect you, you have to wear both a KN95 and a medical mask, and that's got to do with particle size. And even that is not 95%. It's just like that. So it's both. Yeah, well, there's something about Chris, I don't fully understand it, and I don't want to pretend to fully understand it, but there's something with smokers and COVID. They're less likely to get COVID. Now, clearly, if they get it badly, that's going to be a problem because of breathing. But there's something to do with it and smoking that can work to the advantage. But I don't understand it. Hi, Sue. What are you having for dinner, Sue? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Military healthcare is a really important issue. Well, Dana, you know what? It can help you. It's just that it also like if you get COVID, it can make breathing worse. So it's like it's a weird mixed blessing thing. They don't want to advertise it because they clearly don't want to encourage smoking for other health reasons. But my understanding is that it's a mixed blessing thing. Oh, Grumpy's the cook. Oh wow, that's how Grumpy's pretty amazing. My guy also makes a few things, but not so many things. Not so many things. Um, I know. Brian, do you miss the adult center? Because I bet you do. And he still got it, but he's in the right. He works at Walmart. So the problem with our frontline workers is that they're exposed to people every day, and not all of. Okay, so Lorraine, I'm going to tell you. I told you at the beginning when I came down here, people were very strict at Walmart. They had a security guard on. They did great, but over time, that's gotten more and more lax here. And we tried to go twice and couldn't go. And the reason is that people were taking off their masks in Walmart. So that puts your son at risk. That's the problem. People are not thinking. Oh, burritos are good too. Oh, Lisa, I want to eat at your house all the time. You cook everything I love. But now, guys, since the hubby was has the heart thing, he can't eat any of that anymore. He's not happy. Oh, popping in. No, that was embarrassing. It was funny. Ray of sunshine. Yeah. Well, I wanted to get hubby a t-shirt that said, a really funny t-shirt that said, I am a beacon of joy. Because he's so not that way. He's not unfriendly, but he's not a beacon of joy. Yeah, I'm going to Lisa's house too. It's true. Well, see, Brian, I think YouTube is amazing. I think we're really lucky. I think we're so blessed to have this place as a creative outlet. Think about like all the fun projects we get to see and all the fun things we get to do. Lisa, I liked that it said that. I wanted to tell you that right away. Don't replace it. Don't replace it. That is who I am. That's exactly this channel. I would have made a shirt exactly like that. So I would be so sad if you replaced it. For me, it's perfect, actually. So you got to remember who I am, right? And I loved it. Yeah, exactly. Own that shirt. It's exactly right. I'm totally all about it. Yeah, me too, Michelle. Me too. I think that way too. Hi, Tina. Yeah, you see, of the wall, right? That's what happened. So that's what happened is that they keep having these outbreaks. So we're not going there anymore. But when I first came down from New York, oh my goodness, they were so much better than anything in New York. But now it's just gone downhill because people, they call it COVID fatigue. They have COVID fatigue, you know? So it's not safe. We really didn't grocery shop all week last week. It was really hard for us because it was like we still had food, thank goodness. We have a pantry, so we were fine. But we were out of fresh vegetables or whatever. We were like, oh well, because you know what? It wasn't safe. So yeah, Liv's work is so beautiful. Are you doing art journaling, Liv? Oh my goodness. I'm stamping out stuff for my die cut partner because I was saying, hi, Susan. I was saying, I don't know, we just got lucky, or if Susan to see Tucker knew this, but we have a lot of like loves in common. And so I'm sending her as many other things as I am die cuts. So that's what I'm working on while I'm talking to you guys. No, you make beautiful stuff, Liv. You do. You really do. I actually really love your process videos a lot. Yeah, I liked it that way too. See, Lisa, everybody likes it. It suits my personality. It suits this channel. I think if it was like if you redo it, it takes away from the magic. Right? Because you guys see me like this, where you see me real every day in my house crafting. You don't see me when I go to work. So that's why I'm saying what I mean. In some ways, that's where the two channels don't fit well together because there's like Alicia who teaches fashion and art, and then there's Alicia who you guys know in her pajamas hanging out with you on her lanai. Um, I'm the same person, but those earrings are like part of myself when I'm working. And so that's why I was curious. And then I thought it was smart of some people to say, show us what that would look like. So I can say whether or not I would want to watch it. And I thought that was cool because I was like, oh, that's a smart idea. I didn't think to do that. It's still part of who I am. But yeah. Hi, Leticia. Did Martha come in and I missed it? Hi, Martha. Oh, Martha, I loved your video today about people coming together. I loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. See, you'd like me to keep it separate. See, and Jean, I can understand that. That's why I was asking. I think they're really different things, actually. But we'll see what people say. The other one will not be as often either. And I should say that. It's yep, it's 2 years, right? I know, it's amazing. Oh, your video today was so good. So good, Martha. So good. If you guys haven't seen Martha's video today about coming together, it was such a great video. Such a great video and very inspiring. A lot of your videos are inspiring, but that one today was really great. How many of you went and looked at Lindy Stamp Gang after Misty posted that video? I have already looked at Lindy Stamp Gang because I have my favorite embossing powders from them, but I have not bought their sprays yet. I miss Pat too. We all do. We all do. And she misses us too. She misses us too. She for sure does. Yeah. I was, think about it. She's so good about always reminding us, and she was so good at helping everybody with addresses, but she'll be there again. She'll be there again to do that. That's for sure. Susan, do you have Lindy Stamp Gang at home? She's doing well, Brian. Very well. Oh, lives obsessed. Okay, good. Okay. Tell me, okay, you like the magicals? Because I was curious about the magicals, Liv. Are they really like the way that they're described in the videos I've watched? Because I'm kind of fascinated by those magicals. Yeah, Lisa, she's going to be in rehab, I think, for a little while. I think for a while. You do. See, Susan, I had a feeling you had Lindy's. I only have one embossing powder. Thank you, Michelle. I saw a bunch of you did. I'm waiting for a couple of more so I can send out everything. I'm just waiting. Okay, so Liv, tell us about the magicals because y'all, they have a whole bunch of cool products, and one of them is called Magicals. And they do all sorts of fun things. Like you can use them as paint, like you can use them with a watercolor brush, you can use them right straight on like a paste. Magical safe. Okay, you like them too. Okay, they're fabulous. They are as fabulous. Michelle, me too. They had that color angel wings and I loved it. It's my favorite. They're retiring it though, which I'm wondering if I should buy like 3 containers of it. It's gone after like soon. It's on sale because they're retiring it. And it's one of my favorite embossing powders. But I hadn't bought the others either, Michelle, but I'm telling you, the magicals look pretty magical. I know you like doing your own backgrounds. I know that, Liv. I'm just going to experiment with all that this year, and I'm kind of excited about it. No, I'm really excited about it. Not kind of, I'm really excited. But they look like so much fun that I can't help myself. Like, I think it's kind of like what I was saying about how I have a DT problem, but I think I'm going to buy a lot less and just buy better. And that's in a way might mean the magicals, I think. Oh, they're messy. Okay. I'm not sure if I saw the books. I have to go back and make sure. I think I would remember. It's the angel one that I love, Susan, that they're retiring. It's the one that's kind of white but has like purples in it and blue. I love this powder so much. I love it. Love it. For embossing. It's really nice on dark colored cardstock, but they're retiring it. So that's it. I'm a very messy person. I'm a very messy person. I clean a lot, y'all. I clean a lot because I'm messy. Yeah. Yeah, I can handle it. I'm super, super messy. Um, that's why I spend so much time cleaning. My mom makes fun of me about it because my mom's a clean freak. I grew up in a museum clean house. So uh, I don't mind messy at all, but I do have to clean a lot because of it. It's a company called Lindy Stamp Gang, and Misty did a great video about their products because they have wonderful embossing powders, they have wonderful sprays, but they also have magicals. See, Jean, I never do that, guys. When I was doing my crafty inventory this week, I don't know. I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't have that much paper. I don't hoard stuff, so I don't buy two of anything. And so, except I have a problem at the dollar store. So I'm thinking like for this, I might want to buy a few just because they're not going to be available anymore, and I love it. Yes, I love it. She did too. Showing it on the paper was a very smart idea. Guys, if you haven't seen Misty's video, it really was very helpful. Um, and unfortunately very enabling. Oh, I like some of the WoW too. I like the funky WoWs, like the ones that have like the chunks of hearts in them. I think that one's called Queen of Hearts. I just use it on something for you, Michelle, on ATC. I like that embossing powder a lot for that. They have a quirky line. I like that line a lot too. But I think this is better quality embossing powder. But WoW, you have to work at a little. Yeah, see, like that, I'm like that all the time. I'm actually half the time embarrassed to come on because my nails are like all different colors all the time. Usually because I've been staining or making tea paper or dyeing stuff with coffee. Yeah, I'm like, right now my hands aren't stained, which is odd because I've been stamping since before I came on the live with all different colors. And you would think normally by now I have ink everywhere, but I'm messy, y'all. I'm messy. Oh, I have a gel plate too. I do. And I do make printmaking. I just don't ever show it. Like it's you need a she shed. Well, mine are always a mess. I just cut mine down, but yeah, they're always a mess because of that, Michelle. Always, always, always. Um, I'm constantly got glue on my nails and ink and all sorts of things. But yeah, the she shed is pretty special. If you can get a she shed, that's awesome. I just switch things around. I was telling Misty because I learned something from watching one of her videos, y'all. It wasn't something she was teaching. I just learned it. I realize that sometimes I make a bigger mess because I don't have like my station set up right. So I actually moved one of my die cutters out here and one of my guillotines out here, and it's made a big difference in my mess. Big mess. Hubby's not too happy, but I did it. I did it. Ah, Michelle, you're so smart. I don't use mine enough either. That's why that's part of that whole list. Yep, it's the year of mixed media. It is. It's true. I'm telling you, I'm on it. Yes, that's the one. The one that's the Wow Susan that I love. The one with the big chunky pieces in it. I got one to use for ATCs with Crafty Michelle because it's kind of Alice-like, and I loved it. And I was like, "Oh, this is cool." And then I saw they had a whole line of them. But you know where I got it? I ordered it from England. It's from Craft Stash UK. They didn't have it here. Ah, yeah, your heads are a mess. Like I say, I don't think any of us care. Oh, can we just? I don't know what's going on in terms of like you craft in your bedroom too, and I craft in the living room. But lately, more out here, more out here. I store everything in the living room for temperature and climate, so the glue doesn't get wrecked and the paper doesn't warp and all of that jazz. Hi, Susan. But but yeah, I've been crafting more out here to be just so I can be near nature. I've been wanting to be near nature a lot more lately. You know. I hope you're doing well, Susan. Yeah, if they judge my hands too, live, then we're in trouble. Like, I'm serious. This is the cleanest they've been from stamping. Like, it's, and you know what? I don't think about it when I make a video. I just think about other things. 400, really? Wow. When I was setting my craft goal and I said 20 cards, Misty, I was like, Misty's probably laughing because that's what Misty does in an afternoon or an evening. I don't know how you all do it. Especially looking at all the cards I opened and filmed in the last couple of days and all the layering and everything. I don't know how you, hi, Lanny. I don't know how y'all do it so fast. I just don't know. I'm slow. I'm really slow, guys. Like, I'm slow at packaging, I'm slow at everything. Yeah, it's kind of what I have too. But lately, Lorraine, I've been wanting to sit here because all the birds and the lawn, and I don't know. Oh wow, we should do a shout out for you. You'll get there, you'll get well exceeded. We should all do a shout out. I'm gonna make a note right now so I don't forget, because otherwise I'll forget. I'm so happy for you. That's amazing, Sue. I'm not surprised. I mean, you're a beautiful crafter, but it's nice for it to happen. Hello, Sarah. It's so good to see you. How was your holiday? Yeah, you'll have to fill us in on your holidays. Like, Erica, what did you do? And like, Sarah, how was it? Yeah, I'm not crafting in the bathroom either. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's where I'm like my mom and weird. Like, I'm like crafty Michelle. Bleach is used in my bathroom, and no crafting goes on there. Well, I'm glad it was lovely. That makes me. Did you get a break? Like, were you off from? Like, I know you guys are under all quarantine all across UK, but are you off from work because you're an essential worker? Well, I know. I'm hoping I'm going to make more, Lorraine. That math was deliberate. Okay, so 20 cards is what I'm aiming for, but really on my personal list, I'm going to try to make five of them. That's what my goal is. Well, I only have to make 20 for the year, but I'm trying to make five a month. Because the problem is I don't have handmade cards to send out to people. So I do store bought for the packages, and I hate that. So it's really thoughtful, but I want to fix that a bit. So like I sent Misty a card with something. I don't know, Misty, if you got it yet or not, but like I wasn't happy with it because if I make a card I'm happy with, it takes a really long time. But maybe that's okay. So I'm going to aim for five a month, but I only have to do 20 in the year. I'm setting the bar low. It's Let me tell you something. It's the Instagram that's never going to happen. Oh, I do good thinking in the bathroom, just nothing else. No crafting. No crafting. Misty, how do you make so much in a night? Can you tell us like what your secret is? Like, you've sent me pictures when you've started, let's say, working on your beautiful deer, and then by the nighttime, the deer are magically all colored and inked, and you have these beautiful cards. Like, how do you do it like that? I'm just curious, just so that maybe we learn something. Yeah, right, Tina? It's brutal, right? And I know I'm not alone because other people have written me notes saying they feel the same way. They're like, sorry about the store-bought card, but like you, I find it takes me as long to do a card as it takes me to make you a tag flip. And that's how I feel too. I feel the same way. Yes, I do second guess myself with card making. I do. I do. It's funny, not with other things, but card making all the time. Assembly line. Yeah. Soleil. Hi. Happy morning, Soleil. Ugh, Happy New Year, Lizzie. It's so nice to catch up with everybody. See, this is what we all needed. So, assembly line is the way you do it. And you're so organized. I've been trying to, okay, so Misty, I'm going to share with you all a secret. I've been trying to do these packages, assembly line the way you do it. But then I forget where I put all the pieces. Do you never have that? Or do you finish it all in one night? What do I leave out of all that? I love all of that. I love Frida, Winnie the Pooh. That's a hard question. Winnie the Pooh is like a childhood thing because of that Jesus stealing my bear thing. Um, so that bear that Winnie the Pooh bear that Dina sent me. I don't know if you know this, Dina. It travels with me everywhere. Everywhere. It's on the bed right now. And Leticia, I love Frida, as you know. She's very inspiring for me as a creator. Her story inspires me because she had a lot of medical issues and she still made art. And that whole image of her like caged in her bed, I relate to up here. So there's something about her that inspires me, I guess. So maybe Frida the most. Okay, so maybe that's what it is. Ah, I'm reading both Misty and Michelle because they're both like these expert card makers. So, Michelle, your cards are way too intricate to make assembly on. Like, there's no way. Like, your cards are whew, too intricate, and you have moving pieces in yours. Um, I don't know if you could do assembly line ever. Misty, you know what I have are the rainbow drawers, and I've been using those to organize everything, and it worked out really, really well at first because there's like 8 drawers, and that's why I organize all my ink so well. But I got to a place where I had more than 8 sections, and then I just lost control. Oh, I like sketches too. Yeah. Sheet load of cards. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, I don't think, Michelle, I can be that. I don't think I have the space to be this organized. I'm trying to figure it out. And I might be overthinking it, Liv. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so that's a really great idea. Why don't I try that? Because then at least I'm still making a handmade card and I'm not overthinking this process. And then when I want to make a mixed media one, that's what I'll do. Like I love Monty and Tammy's cards like this, and Crafty Michelle's fox is over right now on display on my board. Like I love this kind of card. So I'm looking at all different dies for these because I love them. I love them. Like this might be my favorite new card is the kind that folds like this. That Michelle made me, Monty made me one, and Tammy made me, and I love. So I think this I would need to do like one at a time carefully because you have to insert all the die cut pieces. But I could do these, I think. Isn't it amazing? I knew you would love it, but I also really love your fox. And your tonality on the face of the fox was so good. But the one like so each of these really inspired me. So I'm gonna try these. I'm gonna try the sheet load of cards too. I'm gonna give it a shot. Um, oh, Cynthia. But these are great. I don't know where Tammy got this from. I never remember to ask her when I'm texting with her, and I have to ask her because look at how beautiful the keys are, y'all. Look at it up close. Oh, so that you can do a lot with simple cut aparts. Your embellishments are still up on my board because they're so beautiful. Okay, so I'm just thinking packaging triples the space. That's what's taking me so long. Is the packet. You're right. Mm-hmm. You're right. Yeah, Soleil can, and she makes them out of these simple pieces put together. That's like those embellishments. They're amazing. Every time I go to do something like that, I look at those embellishments. I love them so much. I love them so much. 40 drawers. 40 drawers. I could never manage 40 drawers. That's like managing a store. How do you do it? I couldn't do it. I'd be overwhelmed. I'd be overwhelmed. Yeah, I think that's it too. I think I get overwhelmed. I don't know. Maybe this is the year of not overthinking it. Um, it's so funny because when I do an embellishment box, I can add all sorts of layers and I don't have any pausing. You know? Oh, maybe that's it, Lanny. Like, and keep it like that simple too. Yeah, Michelle, you and I, okay, you and I, because New York, London, right? I couldn't handle 40. I wouldn't know how to manage it. It would be overwhelming. Whoa, it kills me. Hi, Anna. Yeah, guys, I seriously, I was looking, when I was doing that crafty goal thing with Amalia, and I was listening to people's crafting budgets too. Mine is much lower than most people's too. So like, I don't know if it's that, like, I don't know. I can't figure it out. It's And I also don't buy multiple paper pads. But then sometimes I'm sorry because then it's gone. That's what I'm trying to think about doing, Lenny, is making the base. But here's the problem. When you guys see the cards that I upload this week that people have sent me, the ones I really love they have layers, right? Like Lise Gaines made me this gorgeous card, really great, and so did Liz Nixon. Those two, and there's a lot of work involved. There's a lot of layers, and I love it. Yeah, see, you're smart, Lizzie. I'm working on it. Oh my goodness, Michelle, me too. Me too. Me too. I couldn't do it. I think I would be a terrible store merchandiser, guys. I've decided that's not a skill I have. I swear to you, it's not a skill I have because I'm freaking out now because I'm sorting through that Dollar Tree problem I have, and I'm trying to pull apart things that I can donate to like local groups that are local church groups here are doing art therapy for people who are stressed during COVID. So I thought I would donate some stuff. So I have 2 bags full now of stuff. And you know what? I would be a terrible store merchandiser because now I'm having trouble like figuring stuff out. Nilda, don't be sorry. It's good to see you. That I think you're right, Susan. That's exactly right. You and Lizzie and Lenny are on the same page. Like I think that's what I have to do, and that will help me. And you know what the other problem I have here is, and I'm telling you, I know you all are going to make fun of me. I love the fast grab of our glitter glue, but I promise you, it bows here in Florida, and I have to put it. I just did a bunch of gnomes this week, and I have to put them underneath my heavy textbooks to flatten them because I don't want to have to craft iron them. If I use double-sided tape, it doesn't bow, but then it won't last forever. And I don't want to use score tape for card making. So I don't know how you all get around that. Oh my goodness. Sheila, I sometimes wonder, you make so much stuff. How do you do it? And I see your room and I'm so inspired every time I see you make a video because you're surrounded by crafty goodness. Now, my husband would kill me, but I love it. I love it. Oh, Echo Park had a deal. Wow. That's a good deal, actually, Dana. That's actually a really good deal. Me too, Dina. See, I think you and I think that way a lot alike. You know what I did just steal from you, Dina? Although I credit you. You know your nail files that you tuck into your when you send a kit? I love your kits. And you made the nail file holder. I just made a bunch of those this week, assembly line style for something. And I love them. And that I can do assembly line style. Okay, the reptile and the bear glue for yeah. See, I don't like the bear glue either. I'm one of the people that doesn't like the bear glue. Yeah, but you know what? Even if it drops on your head, every time you make a video, I find it so inspiring because of that. I don't find that anything but joyful to be around. You know? Yeah, Elsa, I want to know too, because that wax was so pretty, Susan, that you used today. It was so pretty. There is something wrong between our email then. You know what? I wonder if there's a way for me. Well, I don't mind posting here because I like everybody here and I'm not afraid to post it. Danny, you know what I'm going to do? This is my cell phone number. Let's text each other because there's something wrong between us. I love those too, Dina. I love those too. That's what I'm working on early for. Wow, so you and I will be sending out the same kind of packages with nail files. That's really cute. Yeah, I agree. What a beautiful pile. What a beautiful pile. Oh, I'm like that with books too. I like that too. It's all good. Hi, Colleen. Yeah, we're gonna send each other one, Dina. I have your box to open. I'm almost through all the mail now because I caught up on making a lot of videos this week, but I have not opened your box yet. I haven't opened Brian's box yet. Those are, I know that that's in the pile. But I did finish a lot. I worked very hard to catch up on video mail. Yes. Okay. That's easy. Dad, now we won't. There must be a firewall or something issue because I'm getting emails, but now you have the text. It'll be so much better. Sheila, I'm taking I have to tell you something. I learned a lot from you this year. I'm taking a lesson out of your book because I want to be able to support and do everything. But when I was talking about my goals, right? Remember what you were saying? Like sometimes it's just better to send things out when you send them out. So this year, like my goal for Racks is only 48. That's really low. Like I did way more last year. But I think what I'm going to do last year, I tried to support more challenges because I like to support people's projects. But sometimes I'm not good with the deadlines, y'all, because either I don't feel well or I'm busy with work or something happens with my hand. So I think I'm taking a note from Sheila's book this year. I'm going to support people by sending them things when I send them. And like, I'm going to try to support certain challenges. Like Sue's doing her first challenge, y'all. Did y'all know that? She is. And that I want to get behind because it's her first one. But I don't mind, I don't ever support it because I want to be entered. It's to support the person. So Sheila, you've taught me, you know what? It's okay if it's not there perfectly on time. You know, it's okay. Yeah, you can't do everything, and you have to. It has to be with joy. You know, Lisa, I wondered about that, and maybe I think classes start tomorrow, Leticia. Wow. Okay. Good night, Juan Carlos. Hi, Mismatch. She is doing her first ever challenge. You should check out her video. She's doing her first ever. Yeah, it's her first one. So, and that's always scary because you never know if people are going to enter. Lisa, what I was going to say is, um, I think one of the challenges right now is we have to be very aware that postage is really expensive. And I think for challenges, if we want people to participate, it has to be stuff that's not expensive to ship. So, like just a card or something light like a die cut or things like that, because I think, or give them options for that, because I think people are stressed out financially. Like PPE is so expensive. It's just so expensive, you know? It's hard. Oh, okay. So Michael's has one. Okay, look at this. We're all catching up on all these wonderful things. Yeah, I think that's all it is, Lisa. I think, you know, I know a lot of people who manage their money very well who are behind several months in their bills. And that's just because PPE, buying masks, buying KN95s because their area spiked in numbers. People say, well, now they're not so bad. It's true. They're not $50 a mask anymore, but they're still $4 a mask. So, once you add that up for your family and you're paying out all that extra money, they made a decision to be late on their bills. So, hi, Lana. So we have to make sure our challenges are super affordable. Like it's too hard right now. People are struggling. They're struggling, and not everybody has a family to go home to. We have to remember that too. Right. Exactly. No, me too, Sheila. And I'm taking that out of your book, and it's very wise advice. You gave it to me one day on my channel. I thought it was very wise advice. You know, the it's just something we have to think about. Just especially because did you all see the new large box for $21? It's tiny. It's smaller than my old medium box. So and I don't know about you all, but I can't get a single game box delivered here or at our post office. I think they're going to end up eliminating them. So I just think people, like right now, while things are tough for everybody and we have this pandemic, we should just be mindful that, postage is expensive. And if we keep the cost down, then yeah, right. It's crazy for postage. It's crazy. And the large box is very small. Like I've started to have to think so differently about what I make people because I like making embellishment boxes and I like making things that are heavier, but I can't right now because the cost is wackadoo. You know? Yeah, Liv, and she would love one of your cards. And she's also a beautiful card maker, really beautiful, but different style. I know she would love one of your cards. You know? How was your trip, Lana? Was it good? Crafty Sue, or what we used to call Crafty Sue 519. She is. She's such a supporter of everybody. And she's had a rough year, y'all. I'm sure you caught the gist from her channel, but it would be nice if we supported her. Yeah, see, okay, so Sheila, I send a lot of international mail too, and I budget my mail, but I was over so much this year, y'all. So even though my craft spending wasn't high, my postage was not good. Not good. But you're giving lots of time, Dana, so people can save, right? Like that's kind of the secret too, I think. It's hard. It's just hard. I'm so glad you were able to be like in half. I'm glad. And I'm glad you like the thing. I was so touched by your video, Lana. I was so touched by your video. Oh, it's gonna make me all. I'm just following. Wait a second. Wait, who am I? Where did I miss? Did Miss Sabrina come in? I missed. I was watching. I'm catching up on who I missed. Sorry if I missed you guys. I got caught up in talking to Lana for a minute because I haven't talked to her since she's back. And her video almost made me cry. So I missed a couple of comments. I'm sorry. Oh, Miss Aguilar, you are something else. I cannot wait to show everybody that box. No, I cannot wait. My husband still thinks it is the grandest thing he has ever seen. Um, and is super wowed by you. I know you can't do small. And I also know when something comes from you because you decorate the outside so amazingly. Uh, you're you're something else. You're a very special crafter. Well, okay, so that's the other problem, right? So when we send internationally, I've been strategizing and strategizing and strategizing about how to get things to them. Like sometimes I want to make them something chunkier. But you know, guys, if I send a package and it's worse for them, so they will tell you this, everybody in here will tell you this, it is worse for them. But when I want to send like an embellishment box, guaranteed that it's going to cost me $50 to mail, not 20, 50, because it's not always just about size, it's about weight. And the second you go over like 1 pound, it changes. Where the UK is not as bad. It's not as bad. But Australia and New Zealand, it's very expensive. It's very expensive. No, I loved making it for you. I actually have two things that didn't fit, but it's going in your Mary mail that's getting mailed out this week. That I'm super proud of one of them because I worked, it was very hard, but I did it. But I had so much fun making for you. So much fun. So much fun. It's like I think as long as we all try, people are so grateful and so kind. Right. Of course. But you know what, Nilda? I had this talk with a friend. You're a beautiful crafter. You could mail her a card. Our family does not mind. No one minds, and our friends don't mind either. And I think that's when Lisa was saying about the entries. What I was trying to say is, I think this has been such a hard year for everybody, and we have so many more costs, and we have worries for our family members, right? So, me too. I've been working on it every day, um, and I'm very excited about it. But I will let you know when it's officially en route. But I'm very excited about it. I'm also including your Merry Meal then, and I hope you don't mind. That's to save postage. It's that I combined it because otherwise it would be expensive because the way that they do it here, the shipping. Don't you be sorry. You know what? I, I'm gonna go take a look at your goals. I'm excited. Don't ever be sorry. I'm grateful for everybody, and I get that everybody's stressed. Believe me, I get it. I totally get it. I'm just impressed with everybody. That we're making and supporting each other. That Martha's right. This is a time of coming together. We should just be really happy that we have this. So happy. Right. I know, right? Right. See, Sheila, I know. And I saved too. And I was still over. I was still over. That's what I don't understand. And I weighed things. So I don't know how I was over, but I was over. I was over. I know. And I was strategic too. And they helped me there. They helped. But I was still over. The postage is it's expensive. So that's why I'm saying with our challenges, we just want to, mismatches, Sabrina. Thank you, Lanny. We want to remember that when we're doing our challenges to either give people tons of time so they can save or just make it so it's not expensive to them, right? So that's what's important. Because I think it's too hard on people financially. Yeah. Well, that's the other problem. Okay, so that's my other problem sometimes. Is sometimes I'll finish and then it's too expensive to mail everything and I have to wait for a month, like till the next month. And then then I'll forget to mail it. Like it becomes a whole thing. It becomes a whole thing. Oh, you did go look. No, Heather, don't I know it's gonna be hard, but don't let that rain on that secret parade and dream, sweetie. Those are two separate issues. Two separate issues, right? And if it's within your percentile, that's so exciting. That's really exciting. Yeah, 14 acres. That's a whole lot of room for a she shed, girl. That's what I'm saying. It's a whole lot of room for a she shed. Sorry, I'm getting out the next round of stamps. I love these picket fence stamps. Man, outed you. She did. She did. She outed you. Um, Susan, were those boxes? Of course, it's super hard. Yeah, I don't know that with kids, I think this is so hard. It's so hard. Hi, Sabrina. Yeah, PayPal, it does save you money. And also shipping, self-shipping, as Janice Jellybean explained to me, is cheaper. It's $1 cheaper, which is nice. Ooh. There you go. They'll have a craft shack. That's even better than a she shed. Ah, oh my goodness. Mismatch. Wait, we've gone from Sabrina. That's what, oh, that explains so much when I was looking for something today. That explains it. Okay, now I get it. Right. That's it. Yeah, that's, yep, that's the thing. So when I'm shipping to Australia, because I know it's going to be like a small packet, Sheila, like, let me show you. I don't think I have anything that small here. A small packet like this, when it's over a quarter of an inch to Australia, is about $14, $15. If you can keep it to a 6x9, that's the least expensive. And then from there, it goes to 23.50. And then from 23.50, it almost always leaps towards like 40, $50. So then you have to weigh up, like, do I just make more stuff and put it in, or how do you do it? Yeah, it's about being strategic. Wait, Heather, if you have 14 acres, you could host a craft thing at your house outside with tents. I'm not a camper, but I'll figure it out. I will figure it out, girl. And I haven't done camping in a very long time, but I live and learn. I can do it. I can do it. Absolutely, I can do it. Mismatch crafter. That's why I couldn't find something today. Of course, it's already. Why? My goodness, Heather, how did I know? I'm telling you, I should have known with you. You were already thinking about it. I should have known, girl. So I was talking to some friends in Canada, my childhood friends, and the bestie, and they're having a really hard time not being like kind of depressed during COVID because they don't have hobbies like we have. And they've been watching our channels. And they were wondering, like, how do we find the inspiration to craft by ourselves? And I don't know how to answer that question. Do you guys have any? Hi, China. Oh, it's good to see you. Hope everyone is doing very well. I want to make sure. Um, but I'm just wondering, like, how you would answer that question. Like, how do you find the motivation to do this every day by yourself? Because they were saying, like, they were watching our channels because one of their daughters just got a Cricut, and they watch my channel, so they watch some other people's channels because of that. And now they're curious if wait, would it be a waste of their time to buy craft supplies and try it? But they wanted to know, like, what inspires us to make every day. And I didn't really know how to explain that to them, actually. You guys have any thoughts? Oh, see, it might be cheaper to send it by FedEx. We have to know that information and we have to share that with each other. Because USPS is not always, I mean, eventually usually gets there, but yeah, Dollar Tree. I'm done. I'm so mad at myself. That's what they have been doing. So now they're kind of, so one of them has a Cricut now because her daughter has the Cricut. So now they're like, it's therapeutic for me too, actually. Um, on Pinterest and other people. Okay, that's helpful. And we all need it for our sanity. So there's something about this that helps us, you know? Okay, so I'm going to encourage them to try, maybe because they're nervous that they won't actually do it alone, that maybe they should do like a Zoom the first time with each other or something so that they feel accountable and inspired, you know? Yeah, it's a release for you, right, Misty? Because it's the opposite of what you do all day, right? It's true. Hi, Donna. Happy New Year. Yeah, it's funny. It's a different part of my brain too from teaching, but I also need it. Um, that's interesting that we all find it therapeutic and calming. When I don't feel good, it's like it's wonderful to make certain crafts because it helps me like take my mind off of it. Yeah, then you're all in, right, Cynthia? You're all in at that point. Heather, I know you feel that way. I know some people love it. I know I love die cutting. I love die cutting. Y'all know that. Me too, Lorraine. I feel like that too. I do. And I'm so happy. I'm always happy when I'm crafting. Even if I'm just making tassels to put on a package, I'm happy. So for me, it's a must. Like I do have, I've been doing Misty's 15 minutes to get some things done. I'm not sharing it with everybody because it's just what I'm doing. But that's in addition to my regular graph. Yeah, you become like a machine. Yeah, I can see that by the sets of box. I'm like, oh my goodness. Even if she made me all big things, I can only imagine. It's sort of exciting with you, Cynthia, that it's like that. Yeah, you need the space. I have to say, yeah, like in you, right? Because you have to eat. Oh, do you have an idea for my gain sheets, please? Because I keep using them because I won't waste anything. You know that. I'm not a wasteful person. So I'm gonna use them up. But if you have an idea, I'm open. Oh, see, you like crafting, Sabrina. Like you like Zoom crafting, right? Like craft dates. Oh, I'm doing journaling too. I always do it for myself, but I'm actually doing like daily artful journaling this year. Yeah, it's the software. I don't think I can take it. Hi, Kathy. Oh, wow. So that helps you too, Misty, right? Because you have an obligation to do that for the rescue. That's the stuff I want. I wish you would share more of because I think what you do is so inspiring. And I also think it would inspire other people to do that with their crafting. Just a thought. Oh, Donna, you are a genius because I'm going to give that a try. In fact, I'm going to try it tonight. I am because I'm going to make some more of those little fairy things and in the little winging, that's the stuff gets stuck. Yeah, you get more done while chatting with people, right, Sabrina? I have to pick the craft item very carefully or I get less done. You lost 8 pounds from crafting? Yeah, it's true, Tammy, right? A club is always good for the craft soul. There is no question. There is no question. Yeah, don't think I'm into the software. I'm too lazy. Oh wow. Yeah, because you can't just plug in a cartridge. I'm still catching up on videos. I played a bunch already today, Misty. I just haven't commented on everything because I made videos and I crafted a lot. That's what I did today. I made a lot of videos to catch up on mail and I crafted a lot. While crafting, I did watch videos. I just have to go back and comment on some of them. Hmm. I like collabs because I work really hard when I do a collab usually. So that means like I find like I stretch my muscles. And I think that's good for all of us. Like, and I also think that a collab can inspire you to do new things, which I think is also good. Otherwise, you can do the same thing over and over again because you like it, right? This year, I'm trying to do different things. I'm trying. I still love stamping and die cutting, so it's hard. What do you mean you don't have a lot of support, Lisa? What do you mean by that? Like at home or like in your family? Yeah, Tammy's a beautiful crafter. I am doing stamps for my die cut partner this month because she and I have a love of digitals and stamps. So I've been stamping all afternoon for her. Oh, Tammy, I so hope you do. So hope you do it. I also think you do really good classes for crafting. I don't know if you realize, like you really do. When you did those craftcation projects, and don't forget, like I'm an educator full time, and I'm not saying it to be a snot. I'm telling you, like I do this for a living, and you're really good at teaching. I just think you have a natural talent for it. So I think that's something to think about. And family. Okay, yeah, Lisa, I gotta tell you, my husband hated it when I started it. He complained. He was not supportive. He was not supportive. And my girlfriends from childhood thought it was a hobby for a certain kind of person, and that because I teach art, they're a bit snobby about it, to be honest. These are the same girlfriends who now want to start crafting. My advice to you on this is if you love it, if it gives you satisfaction, if it gives you joy, in the end, they'll support it because they'll see how happy it makes you. And that's what's happened over time, right? Now they want to do it, and my husband's more supportive because he's I'm happier. Bye, Sarah. Have a good sleep. Happy New Year. So, I mean, I think that's the secret. Yeah, your husband is super supportive. And so Cynthia's. You guys, I mean, you guys have husbands who will go to like Hobby Lobby with you. I mean, that's pretty supportive. That's right. And you make new friends and you make stuff for your girlfriends and also, we have all different kinds of friends in life. And not every friend, like very few people have a Susan Tootsie Tucker and a Linda who are besties and craft together. That I think we find our craft friends here, right? I mean, well, listen, I mean, we probably look like hoarders, right? And I don't even have that much paper. And I can tell you that even my best friend thought it was a bit crazy. And what did I have? Like 10 paper pads? And she thought that was a lot. So, I mean, who knows what they think? Oh, she lost internet? That's poopy. Yeah, he does support you, Len. It's nice. It's nice. But I do think that it comes over time when they see how happy we are. And I think if they don't, well, you know what? As long as you're happy, doesn't matter, right? Okay, but you're right. Okay, but he still is super supportive because I know he goes with you, and I know he worries about your health too. But my hubby worries about my health, and I think it's still like pulling out molars for him to go to a Hobby Lobby. Although he has gone to Walmart for my little one time. It's true. We are a bit weird about paper, right? And we do talk about things like wax and a whole lot of things, a lot. Well, that's lovely. Well, Sandra, we all look a little bit like hoarders, I think. I do, even if we're organized about it, which I'm only halfway through my reorg, but like I think we are a little bit hoarding about things because we don't like to throw away packaging because we can reuse it. And we like to save tissue paper because we can reuse it. And we save all of our little foam balls. I mean, I'm sure we look wackadoodle for all that, but we know why we're doing it, right? So, I mean, it's okay. We understand each other. Oh, that's, see, and he encourages you, Sheila. I think that's special, actually. Hubby's been very supportive lately too, which surprises me. But oh, that's a good feeling, Don. I'm telling you, Heather, because you invested in the crafty org first. I love that. I love that. Yeah, me too. And you know what's funny, Michelle? He didn't have any problems with the art, and it was just as much like just as many supplies as you know, right? And just as messy. So but I think the difference is I was better at cleaning that up. I think until I sort of took a page from Misty's recent setup, this is much better. This is much better. I'm doing much better with this setup. But I think we're evolving, as we know where we make our messes. Like, like the people that buy the little sequin vacuums for their desk, like that's never going to be me because I end up with sequins everywhere and I have to vacuum and sweep after I craft. So, like, a little desk vacuum for me won't do the job. You have to know who you are. Aw, that's actually really nice, Lanny. Oh, you guys are so funny. Yeah, I would love to see Cynthia's paper too. She's been collecting for years. She's a serious collector, and Misty's are so organized, y'all. And Carmen's are too, actually. So are Carmen's. Carmen's are very impressively organized by like color code and season. Yeah, the secret is to have a bin like by every cutting station. I realize that now. I realize that now. I've got it under control now. Oh, that's really sweet. See, I do all the repairs too. Like I do this, the caulking, I do all that stuff, painting. Oh, that's so funny. Of course, they extra fries, but that's so funny. Oh my gosh, really, Cynthia? I would be overwhelmed. I don't know how y'all do that because I would be like, where, how do I put everything away? How do I keep it organized where I'll remember? How do you remember where everything is, Cynthia? That's my question. I like literally have to use, I mean, I hate the label maker, but I kind of have to use it. It's that kind of thing. If I don't put it down, I mean, I'm not sure I'll remember where I put everything. A different ink. Oh, I always drop sequins like that. I feel for you. I, we have a joke in this house that when I'm making sequins mixes, he's going to find them all over the bed, and that's in an entirely different room. And it's true. It's true. Um, I am forever dropping sequins. Forever dropping sequins. I can't believe that tonight's the first night of my life where I have not. I've used four ink colors and I don't have any in my hands. That is not normal for me. Hi, Leslie. Yeah, glitter is way worse. Embossing powder, for some reason, doesn't seem to fly away. Maybe because it's so precious and we have to be careful with it. Oh, yeah, the ISIS boxes. Yeah, this the secret terrorist crafting boxes. Yeah, I don't like the look of it either. Yeah, I want to see it. Yeah, I'm so impressed with you. I don't know how you keep it all organized. It would overwhelm me. Yeah, sequins end up everywhere, Lisa. Everywhere, everywhere. Hi, Lise. And Leslie, who did I miss coming in now? Someone I missed coming in. Yeah, see floor to ceiling done. So you can't have all that stuff. I also can't have that much stuff. And I have to keep it really organized because otherwise I won't be able to find anything. I'll be frustrated. Um, yeah. But for me, it's a constant process, guys. It's evolving because it's not perfect every time. I'm still working out like what works best. This new system is the best out of everything so far. So far. Yeah, I don't think any partner likes the glitter or the sequins because it goes everywhere. Hi, Deanna. Yeah, see, you're lucky because you happen to build this stuff. It's so great how they're a 3 foot mountain. Well, I have like a 1 foot mountain in one section right now because I'm trying to decide if I'm keeping that stuff or donating it. I haven't decided. I'm still torn. I am still torn. Oh my goodness, you're so funny. But I don't like it like that. It bothers me, but it's important for me to make the decision. Hey, your internet went down, Missy. Are you having bad weather or it just went down because it goes down sometimes? Oh wow, you just have Valentine's Day outs? Wow. I'm still doing some winter stuff for my partner, so I have some winter. Yeah, it just went down. Mine goes down too. I think it's a lot of people are using it. I think it stresses it, you know? That's what I think. I'm just catching up. Well, I also think that some people are doing winter for the die cut swap and some people are still doing Christmas. Bye, Dina. Mwah. Happy New Year. We're going to end soon too, so that hubby, although we never eat this early, let me tell you, as you all know, but he's going to want to have a snack. He's not too happy about his heart healthy diet, y'all. So we're having some battles in the kitchen. Hi, Jen. Wow. That's really smart. A 12 by 12. Yeah, see, because Lanny knows what we have. We have to keep everything tight. So Heather, is that your thing? Like you're not going to do as many swaps? That's the theory? Like we all have things we know we should do less of. I'm curious to hear what is everyone's crafty resolution? There's a good question before we end. What's your crafty? Like everyone knows for me it's the year of mixed media and no GT. The foot, Cynthia, still not good. But it's the heart problems, guys. He's so upset about having to eat a heart healthy diet. He's so upset. Happy New Year. Press and seal in the craft. I love press and seal to begin with. Oh, Misty, tell us more. Ah, and more collabs. That's really cool. And less challenges for you, Michelle. See, this is okay. Vintage cabinets. And yeah, we all have crafty mountains. See, finish the ones you didn't finish. I still only have one more of those. So I know what you mean. Lauren wants more organized. Lauren, do you mean like your craft supplies or do you mean like what you want to do? Yep. Fewer challenges for and pre-make items. See, I don't have a crafty budget problem, but I do have a postal budget problem. I have to stick to my postal budget, so I feel your pain. Craft supplies. Yeah. Okay. Organize more for Jean too. Okay. So interesting to see. Good night. It's not, it's daytime for Soleil. Bye, Soleil. Right. And to use up your stash, which is, I think, a really good goal for most people, actually. I think it's a really good goal. Of course, Donnie, you can ask us. Oh, like bows and rosettes and stuff. Yeah, and I like making bows, actually, I've learned. It's very relaxing to do at night. It's very relaxing. It's interesting that so many people have shared goals. Oh, you make me laugh. Yeah, sometimes things don't turn out simply, even when we prototype. It's just the truth. They just don't. I made Susan one of those trees out of paper towel rolls, and I showed it to Pat right before her. Maybe that's what made her sick. Honestly, guys, Susan, I worked so hard on this. I should show it to you, and it did not turn out nicely. That's what I'm gonna say. Um, of course, we can put out a prayer for Christopher. Of course, we can, and for Lorraine, and of course we can, and for Heather's family. Yeah, yeah. I'm making a note. Oh, Susan, you don't understand. First, I thought they made them out of toilet paper rolls. So I watched a tutorial, but no, it was paper towel. And then you cut them down, and I did it all, and it looked great at first. And Pat was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Except the back was not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Ah, okay, so Donna, Christopher, we're going to add. He's back in the hospital. Okay, so we're going to do that too. Sabrina, do you really have that much paper? Am I like I love paper, y'all. So like, what am I, the only crafter who doesn't have that much paper? Maybe, but I have enough DT stuff to open up a DT. That's a problem. So clearly, I'm kind of weird that way. Kayla came in the room. Hey, Kayla. Oh no, we will ask for prayers for your sister, Cynthia. Of course we will. Of course we will. Me either, Lisa. Okay, so that's what you right. You got lost and forgot about him, Jenna. Okay, so that's on your list. Um, oh, I'm sorry he has an infection in his liver, Donna. We'll definitely pray for Christopher. For sure we will. No, she did not tell you in the middle of an argument. Uh, siblings are brutal sometimes. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I see. I use all my paper. That's not my stamps. I told you all my stamps are really nicely organized. My inks I treat because they're my favorite thing. My inks are so beautifully organized. But I buy stuff that I will use, but I buy too much of it from the Dollar Tree. That's my problem. I know. Of course they do. I don't even know how you find time to make anything right now, Lenny, with everything going on in New York. I don't know. I don't know how you're doing it. I don't. I don't know how you guys are playing teacher with your kids and also trying to be a parent and a human being and everything else. Yeah, the word and from people from Calabria, Cynthia, is teston, hard-headed, right? I love paper too. I just use it. I think I'm like a weird crafter because like I buy the paper I love and then I use it. Oh, it's Leticia. Um, oh, yeah, wow. What is craft consortium paper? Maybe I don't know it. Yeah, you know that word, right? Cynthia? Yeah, teston. Mm. It's a special breed of person, but it also makes you really tough, which I admire. Um, See, Jean, I don't have a hoarding thing with the paper. Even if I love it, then I want to use it for people. That's even my best paper. My favorite paper is the first paper I use for things. Isn't that weird? So that I don't hoard. Um, I probably don't need to buy more stamps, but I love them, so I probably will. I love them that much. To use more up. Yeah. I use more white cardstock than I use anything. Yeah, I do. I use my favorite paper first for people. Whoa, Sabrina, really? I don't think I've had 30 in total at one time in my life. Good night, Liv. It was so nice catching up with you. See, okay, I love the quality of Graphic 45. Love, love, love the quality. And there's some Graphic 45s I just love. And then there are others where I'm like, mm-mm, for the same reason, Michelle, too much, too much. And I'm not as much in love with Prima's ephemera for the Valentine's Day collection, but I like the paper pad. Ah, he's ready. Okay. Don't you apologize ever, Leticia. I always guess. Listen, do you not think that moms are super busy people, Missy? I get it. Trust me, I get it. I have kids and grandkids. I get it. I totally get it. Oh, wow, you took the dog for a walk. Good for you, Brian. Woohoo. Walking is good. Yeah, see, I use mine eventually too, Caleb, but I bought way too much of certain things. It's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. Yeah, Stamperia is beautiful paper too. I have weaknesses. Like I love Minte. I do love Minte paper too. Oh yeah, it's true. Italian wrapping paper is beautiful. But I'm actually like that's one of the boxes I haven't opened yet. I've been saving for tomorrow's videos to make. I'm excited about mine, actually. It depends on which ones for me too, Michelle. Same thing. Depends. It depends on which ones. But I like their quality of paper. I do. Has anyone used is it Ellen Live? Like the paper from Ellen Live? Or if you have, I don't know what the paper quality is like. Oh, the fairy one's pretty. The fairy one is so pretty. I'm just curious, just because I'm picky about quality for boxes and stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do too, Brian. Yeah, I haven't either, Michelle. Do you know what we can't get? Here is what Sarah wanted, which was that we don't get a lot of Seth Actor here. That you have to order from Europe, I think. I know. See, you struggle because the big images, right? But I love Minte paper. Like for making boxes, it's so strong. It's. Oh, Michelle, I forgot to tell you. I ordered the same large shadow box and it just came, and I'm so excited to play with it. I'm so excited. Thank you for that video. I would never have found that die without you. I'm so excited. I like Frank Garcia too. I do. Which one, Cynthia? Which one is it a new one? They have a couple of new ones. I like their international. Have you guys ever seen their stuff? The stuff that's like Lori by Lori, but it's called something else in Spanish. Sueños de los something. It's called the Sueños de los Felices. That was what their Christmas one was called. The Stamperia International. I like. Ah, okay. Everything stamps and scrapbook. I'll try that one. So interesting how we all learn from each other. I'm so excited. Oh, wow. I'm so excited. Yeah, you can't get pattern paper. Everything is closed, right? I'm sure everyone noticed that there's very little Valentine's Day paper out there right now. And it's because of it's for sure. Yeah, authentique is nice paper. It is. If we didn't see so much of the authentique Valentine's Day, that would be my favorite for Valentine's Day. But I saw too much of it last year, so I'm kind of over it. And I'm sad that we have so few collections this year. So few. But oh, I'm excited for you, Dan. I am excited for you. Oh my goodness. The lady is like, I'm Cynthia. Oh my, I should have known with you. I should have known, Cynthia. That is my new favorite of all time. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Monty, we're gonna end it. We ran over, of course we did, but it was all worth it. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it so much, Michelle. That's really my style. I'm so excited about that collection. I buy my seam binding. I'm embarrassed to tell you for the very first time, y'all. I'm gonna try dyeing it myself because Miss Donna explained to me how she does it, and I'm gonna try. But I usually buy mine from Scrap Cabin on Etsy. I love it too. Of course. Okay, so I could have guessed who would have picked this from this lot. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Yeah, it's so beautiful. That's a collection I'm crazy about. I haven't seen the molds, Michelle. I'm gonna have to look now for the molds. I know there's no shame in that game. I'm crazy. I like that paper made me go crazy, especially the one with the telescope. I was crazy, crazy, crazy about it. It's called The Lady, and I think the what is the guide one called? Vagabond. It's beautiful. Like it's just so. Do you know what the other one is I love? And you guys are all going to be shocked because I was looking at it for Peak for Whimsical Endeavors. Collateral Rust. Have you all seen that collection? That's something by Ciao Bella. Collateral Rust. I really like the Muse because I'm a writer, but other people won't be attracted to that. But Collateral Rust. Oh, oh, I have to see. Yeah, the possibilities. Oh my goodness. What is Nicole? I want to know what Nicole is. I don't know. Bye, Leslie. Yeah, Collateral Rust is gorgeous. I looked at it for P because P likes autumn, like autumn-based colors. I'm talking about a paper collection. So we're saying like the new collections that have come out, which ones like are, and we're saying The Lady and Vagabond from Stamperia are just stunning. And they're very different. I think they're different in an exciting way. And then I said the other one that I'm surprised that I love so much is called Collateral Rust by Ciao Bella. And I looked at it for P, but I think it's a really beautiful collection. Love Nicole. Okay. No, I haven't seen it. Well, you can see this one online, but like no one's hauled it yet. No one's hauled it yet, but it's beautiful. ASC Crafts on Etsy carries a lot of really cool collections, and she has it. She has it. Yeah, me too. I gotta go prep. We're not gonna eat till 10:30 or 11, but I have some prep I have to do and somewhere stamping for my Tyco partner. Um, yeah, it's really nice, Donna. It's really nice. The colors are very beautiful. Well, it's hard for all of us, Cynthia. We're all getting our house in order, unless you're hyper organized. Like a few, Misty's really organized. Her making spaces are very beautifully organized. But most of us, it's a process. It's a process. It does have the vagabond. It does. Frank Garcia has it. Oh, I won't like it if the paper's thin. It'll make me crazy. Good night. Good night, Lenny. Your kids were so cute in the video today. Yeah, by Cynthia by herself. From her mountain. She's gonna be like, no more stuff for the mountain. I get it. Believe me, I get it. I'm still clearing out some stuff from my mountain, y'all. I am. You do count and you're super organized, Misty. It's inspiring. You're the reason that this is a better setup right now. Hi, Leslie. Happy New Year. Have you looked at collateral rust, Misty? You would make some beautiful projects with that. Beautiful. And Chalbell is a nice thick paper. It's not like minty thick, but it's good quality. I did find my phone finally, and I'm too embarrassed to tell y'all where it was, but it was embarrassing. I really hate the phone, y'all. In case you haven't, look, I'm sure you've caught this, and I've had to be on the phone a lot lately. I just don't like it. I find it exhausting, which is funny. I'm okay with Zoom. I just don't like the phone. Yeah, yeah, Kale, it's thick. It's not quite minty. Like at least the ones I've bought are not as thick as minty, but it's good quality. It's good quality. Like I when I think minty, I always think like if I want to make a box, you know? If the husbands are home, the mess is worse, for sure. No, no, not for me. But I don't mind. It's a trade-off. Thank you all so much for coming by and making and chatting. Minty is really good for boxes, but you know what? Misty's point is valid. It has a lot of large scale images, and you have to figure out how to use them so that they don't get wasted. Whoa. And Misty, I swear you have the best in non-COVID periods, you have fantastic. I have never seen so many loose sheets sold. Like none of our places here have that. You know, like when Monty goes into her Joann's, y'all, like there's racks of paper. Mine doesn't have that either. And I told y'all until just this month, my Hobby Lobby didn't put their dies out because they were afraid they'd be stolen. So there were never any dies out. So I keep forgetting that Hobby Lobby even sells dies. Now the manager's being forced to put them out. We all have a different access to crafting supplies. But that's, I think, the good part of a haul video. See, I'm not anti-haul because that's where I learn about so many good things. What I worry about sometimes is people feeling FOMO from hauls. So I don't think hauls are bad. I think I learn a lot from hauls. Like I would never have known to get that shadow box die if Michelle hadn't shown it. And I'm grateful. Or I wouldn't have known that I might like Lindy's sprays. I knew I liked the embossing powder. But I do worry sometimes that it makes people feel like they have to buy things. So I don't know how to deal with those two things. I'm hoping that the value of learning about a new supply outweighs the FOMO. That's my hope. I don't know if that's true, but that's my hope. Do you really get jealous, Leslie, of when people have? See, that's what I worry about. I don't want anyone ever feeling that way. But I also find that I learn the most from everybody because I don't look online all the time for craft supplies and I don't go into every store and I don't browse through everything. So I'm always really grateful for the haul videos because I learn so much. Um, but it can create people, you know, thank you. And I'm screenshotting that right now. Thank you. And I'm very excited about that collection, actually. That's one of the collections I'm super excited about. That's one I may buy two of because I'll tell you the one collection I love so much, and I wish I had bought extras, is the Alice in Wonderland Halloween. And it's like now $60. I love that collection. Yeah, see, Lena, I do too because I want to see a new product or I want to see a new item. I don't feel like the urge to go buy things from it. I just want to see stuff. Yeah, see, Donna, I like it for that too. Oh, that's helpful, Misty. Uh, so you can't get like the little glue erasers and things like that. That's the kind of stuff I tend to ship to Australia too, because they can't either. That's something you have to tell us so that we know, because those are things we could always figure out how to get to you, because those are easy for us to get here. I always find craft products in the UK are so beautiful, but Craft Stash charges too much for shipping usually. I wait till they have a deal on usually. Oh, I know, crafting with it. That's interesting, Susan. See, for me, it doesn't matter as long as I see the product. Then I'll go and research the product. Like if I prefer it the way Misty did it, where I can see it, but I don't mind the other. It was sent back to you, right? I told you, and it's not because I don't live there. A lot of the mail went back. I told you there's something wrong with the New York mail, y'all. Hi, Barbara. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Zach went to Granny's. Uh, yeah, I know. I guess I don't feel like I'm missing out. Oh, wow. That's going to be very cool. Yeah, the chipper is going to be super cool for nails. Of course, they take all your money. Well, that's where you would save up and buy it from. That makes sense. Kind of like how you taught me to be a little bit more savvy about buying a die cutter. And I think it's smart, you know? A year, Donna? A year? Okay, we'll find a way to get it to me here. And maybe I'll just send you some shipping money for it instead. Okay, because that's really sad. Let me make a note of that too. A year? 3. Our COVID mail was really bad, right? And then look, like I sent Lanny that box and they broke the whole box. Like, I don't know what was going on there. Oh, you're gonna ask. I decided on the Gemini, not the Scan and Cut. It was a hard decision. I was waiting for one of you guys to ask. Oh my goodness, I love all your paper in the UK. She spent a year on something she sent me and they sent it back from New York. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So that's a big help too if they do full collections at a discount. I chose the Scan and Cut, Susan, not the Scan and Cut. I chose the Gemini. And it was a hard decision because Misty showed me how close she can get to the edges. And we all know my fussy cut out all this. Right? But I waited up. It was a very tough decision. And in the end, I did a lot of die cutting. And some of the die cutting's tough. So on my arm. So, right. Exactly, Deanna. So I chose the die cutter. I figure I'm going to keep cutting these, you know? You drew it? Okay, I'm going to reach out to you and I'm just going to pay to have it shipped. I'm so sorry that at least they sent it back to you. Some people, they didn't return the mail to. So thank goodness you got it back. Yeah. It took me 3 months, Susan, to decide, and I almost changed my mind again when Misty showed me how close. Because you know what my issue is? I'm worried I'm going to be cutting around it again, and it'll make me crazy. But Misty gets really close, so I almost made the other decision. But something happened this week with my arm, and I decided, yeah, that's it. That's the cut file from the drawing. Misty, that's why I still want it. I'm gonna have to save for it, but I just decided that I want to do a lot of things, but I can only die cut a certain amount per day because of my arm. The Gemini is going to help because a lot of the favorite dies are thin ones. So I worked it out. It was a tough decision. I hope it's the right one. I'm not. How can it not be? I'm going to love the Gemini, right? I'm gonna love it. I know that's when Missy. That's why I was really torn. It took me months to decide. You are not, we're going to just say goodnight. So that's not too late. It's perfect timing to say Happy New Year. Misty, eventually, I think I'm going to need both. That's the problem. Hi, Alvita. I was just saying, I'm glad you didn't see something earlier because then you would have seen what I was working on for this. And if you had seen it, it was for you. So you see, perfect. I didn't show you. It was good. Yeah. I think eventually I'm going to need to have it. It's just I had to choose one. So I chose the one for now. And that's surely because I have things I want to make this year and I can only die cut for a bit a day. Mind you, how much fussy cutting can I do per day? That's why it was such a tough decision. Um, but sometimes fussy cutting I can do if I take a break in bed at night watching TV. I can't die cut more than a little bit a day because of my arm. So this solved my problem, I think. Yeah, I'm getting better, Dana. Practice. You know what? Kayla, Pinball Mama, is the one who helped me learn how to fussy cut much better. Good quality small scissors, move the paper, and give her hand a lot of break. Yeah, let's do that, Donna. Because I feel, I mean, I'm so glad they gave that back to you. I'd be worried that they wouldn't. I'm just, oh wow. I mean, you like fussy cutting, of course, because you also like digitals and stamping. That makes sense. That, Misty, that's why my husband was pushing for that one over the other because he's saying, like, the things I've been working on for the kids that he's been seeing. He's like, imagine if you had the scanning cut, and it's true. But uh, I wish they had a machine that was the scanning cut that die cut. Oh, thank you. I plan it so I can get it done. Right. You can't use no, I would never get rid of my big shot. I love my big shot. I love die cutting. Um, so I won't get rid of it. But I do my favorite dies are thinlits. I know most people like the big Z. Not all my big Z's are my favorite. So I figured the Gemini is safe for me. Like all those fussy ones that I have to work a little harder at will be a lot less fussy now. Yes. Happy New Year, Michelle. I'm gonna go too so I can start preparing supper, which is gonna take me a little while. I like thinlits too. I love my big shot. It's just my arm doesn't like to do more than an hour a day. And what if I want to do something special? I need to do more than an hour a day. Hi, Dana. So that was it. So yeah, I finally decided. You get used to it. I all my stamped images are on 110, and then I double them up, and then I triple them up. You get used to it. You need really good scissors. That is the secret. Kayla really did help. You really did, Kayla. When I was having that trouble, good scissors with good manipulation. Oh, Elsa, I'm glad it was. Sending you big hugs. It's going to be a new year, that's for sure. Right? Yeah, that's Monty. That's what I'm thinking too. And I'm thinking that I'll use the Gemini for like the fussier and when I'm doing higher volume of something. Because think about it, if I send someone 30 tickets, right? Ticket strips, that's a lot on my arm. But it won't be so much with the Gemini. Or if I'm making like 100 butterflies. That's my thinking. Yeah, scissors. I'm telling you that Kayla helped me a lot and moving the paper and hand breaks. You might need that replaced on if that's the case. So I love the Tim Holtz, but not for deep fussy cutting. Heather was right in the end, and Kayla was right. I ended up getting the cutter bees. I replaced the other ones that I had in New York. Remember, I had the We Are Memory Keepers, and they were kind of like those dollar store ones, and they were fine. They were fine, but they're not the cutter bees. I agree with May May on this one too. It's May May, Kayla, and Heather. They're right. Cutter bees work better, and they're easier on your hands too. Yeah. See, and I don't use my sidekick so much. So that I have to wonder why I'm not using my sidekick for so much. I get you all use it for your mini dies, right? And in New York I used it a lot more than I use it here. Yeah, it's true. It's true. That is true, Kayla. But I think it's like how it holds in my hands, right? Like there's something about those scissors. Remember when I was having that problem with the We Are Memory Keepers? And they were fine. It's just I was saying something and Heather said get these because they're easier on your hand. She was right. Oh, I like those too. I still have mine. I still have mine, Lauren, but they don't sell those anymore. I thought they were great. And they have a longer blade too, a slightly longer blade than the Carbis. See, the scissor has to fit perfectly in your hand. I think that's what Kayla means, actually. That's the secret. You got to find the scissor that fits like a shoe. And um, some of them fit better than others. Huh. I don't even know what reverse action is, y'all. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of people like to have both, Lisa. I don't use mine as much down here. I do use it a lot in New York because in New York I have less space. Yeah, they quit selling them. I know. I've got the one pair. That's it. But I do love it. I do love it. Oh, spring loaded. I, even though I have hand issues, I don't like those spring loaded scissors. I got powder hair. I just don't like them. The ones for the snippets, I don't like them as much. They're good. They're good, but not for like when I'm fussy cutting a stamped image like that. I like them for cutting other things like flowers. No, but that would have frightened me. Yeah, maybe a lap desk, Donna. Like there's two kinds, right? Like the kind with the plushy thing and the kind like at Hobby Lobby or Walmart that has that side thing. Yeah, so that's why. See, you were right. It has to fit your hand perfectly. All right, y'all. I'm off to cook. You all should stay in chat. I don't have to end the stream. I can just leave it running, and then whenever you guys are done talking, then you just talk. Does your mom craft, Lauren? I didn't know that. Oh, that has legs. Oh my goodness, Misty still has her original dies. That's like Carrie's other machine. Remember, y'all? It's the same thing. Oh, that's so funny. Good night, Cynthia. Yeah, I'm gonna go cook, then rest. I hope for all of you an amazing evening. An amazing, amazing evening. Do something fun and crafty. Go do something really fun and crafty. Good night, everybody. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. Good night, everybody.